A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant diplomatic move, President Donald Trump embarked on a 4-day tour of the West Asia region, commencing with a visit to Saudi Arabia on May 13, 2025. This visit marks Trump's continued engagement with Middle Eastern powers as he seeks to address pressing issues such as Iran's nuclear ambitions, the ongoing conflict in Gaza, and the stabilization of oil prices. Upon his arrival at King Khalid International Airport, Trump was warmly welcomed by Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, signaling the importance of this meeting for both nations. The ceremonial welcome included traditional Arabic coffee served by attendants in ceremonial attire, underscoring the cultural significance of the occasion. Trump's agenda in Saudi Arabia is multifaceted, aiming to bolster U.S.-Saudi relations through economic partnerships while addressing regional security concerns. The president's itinerary includes a high-profile lunch at the royal court with major business leaders, including Blackstone CEO Steven Schwarzman, BlackRock CEO Larry Fink, and Tesla's Elon Musk, who is also leading initiatives on government efficiency. The discussions are expected to revolve around investment opportunities and energy cooperation, as Saudi Arabia has pledged substantial investments in the United States. The Saudi investment minister, Khalid Al-Falih, emphasized the potential for fruitful collaboration between the two nations, stating that when American and Saudi interests align, it often leads to significant outcomes. However, the backdrop of this visit is complicated by the fluctuating oil market and the economic pressures facing Saudi Arabia. With Brent crude oil prices hovering around $64.77 per barrel, the kingdom's budgetary needs pose a challenge to its economic strategies, particularly in light of Trump's push for lower oil prices to alleviate inflation in the U.S. The president's approach to energy policy is closely intertwined with his broader geopolitical strategy, which includes addressing the war in Ukraine and maintaining U.S. influence in the region. Trump's choice of Saudi Arabia as the first stop on his tour is indicative of the kingdom's strategic importance, especially as it relates to his family's business interests in the region. The Trump Organization is involved in several high-profile real estate projects in Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and the UAE, reinforcing the transactional nature of his foreign policy. As tensions continue to simmer in the region, particularly with the ongoing Israel-Hamas conflict, Trump's diplomatic maneuvers will be closely scrutinized. His administration's recent decision to halt airstrikes against Yemen's Houthi rebels, who were backed by Iran, has raised eyebrows, especially given Israel's ongoing security concerns. The lack of communication with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu regarding this truce has highlighted the delicate balance Trump must maintain among his allies. Analysts suggest that Trump's perceived alignment with Gulf states over Israel may signal a shift in U.S. foreign policy priorities. As he seeks to normalize relations between Israel and Saudi Arabia, the president faces the daunting task of addressing the long-standing Palestinian issue, which remains a significant barrier to peace in the region. The Crown Prince has made it clear that any movement towards normalization with Israel hinges on progress toward Palestinian statehood, a demand that complicates Trump's efforts amidst escalating violence in Gaza. With the stakes higher than ever, Trump's Middle East tour is not just a diplomatic endeavor but a critical test of his administration's ability to navigate the complex geopolitical landscape of West Asia. As he engages with key leaders and seeks to forge new partnerships, the world will be watching closely to see how these developments unfold and what implications they hold for regional stability and U.S. foreign policy going forward. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.